Lawin Media Network,
bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, US, and good morning, Philippines. Welcome to PACC Connect, the podcast that brings together the voices, stories, and initiatives from across our regions. I'm your host, Joyce Garcia, Region Chair of the Greater Austin Region, hosting on behalf of Attorney Eileen Ligot Dizon, and today we're taking you behind the scenes of one of our most impactful programs, the Spring Entrepreneur Bootcamp. Starting and growing a business can feel overwhelming, especially for the new entrepreneurs navigating regulations, finances, and leadership all at once. That's why the Spring Entrepreneur Bootcamp was created to provide guidance, mentorship, and real-world tools to help entrepreneurs move from ideas to sustainable businesses. Every first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m. Central or 9 a.m. Eastern, we bring you an hour live stream filled with meaningful conversations, updates, and resources for our business community. This is produced by Lawin Media Network, and you can catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and if you miss a live show, you can always watch the recorded videos and audios, different podcast platforms such as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. Thank you for joining us. Now let's dive in. So what is the Entrepreneur Bootcamp? The Spring Entrepreneur Bootcamp is a hands-on learning program designed to support aspiring and existing entrepreneurs through structured training, mentorship, and networking opportunities. Participants gain practical knowledge in business planning, financial management, marketing and branding, legal and compliance requirements, leadership, and growth strategies. Most importantly, the bootcamp creates a supportive community where entrepreneurs can learn from experts and from one another. So at this time, we would like to call on our participants. If we could start with our greater Dallas-Fort Worth area, we'd like to call on Mr. Hermo Videna. From our greater Houston area, Ms. Cora Flores. From our Rio Grande Valley, Pastor Joseph Modesto. Oh, I'm sorry. It's MJ Concepcion on behalf of Ms. Cora Flores. My apologies. No. And for the greater San Antonio region, we have Dr. May Zamuco. And for the greater Austin area, we have attorney Megan Balmer. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Good evening.
All right. So we're going to do a little icebreaker just to get us all started. Would that be okay?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's start with a simple but powerful question. If I give you $100 in cash but you have to spend it all today, where and how would you spend it? So let's begin. So why don't we start with let's go this way. So let's go back. How about with Megan?
Okay. I think I would spend it on networking. I would find someone that I haven't talked to before, that I've been wanting to meet, and invite them to lunch. Somebody that I can help them in their business, and they can help me in my business, and talk to them about how we can help each other out. Lunch and guess drinks. If I had money left over, I'd meet somebody else for coffee.
I love it. I love it. Yes.
If you take one client to lunch or you meet one client, you've got one client. But if you can take a referral source or somebody you can work with, you can get a lot more business that way.
I love your thought process. You know, you're going to have money to spend. Why not make it the most out of something that you can actually gain something up from? So I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, how about we go to Dr. May Zamuko?
Oh. Well, for me, if I have the money to spend, I'd probably 25% of it, I would probably go ahead with the networking. It's a good idea. But the rest of it, majority of it, I would probably invest it. Mutual funds or money market, so I could let it grow and invest it and probably make the most of that $100.
I love that. Hey, every penny counts, right? And it all has to start somewhere, even if it's just a little bit. Thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, Pastor Joseph, your turn.
My turn. Okay. If I have $100 today, I'm going to invest it to a high yielding stocks that have a 1.3% daily, and it's going to be compounded every day. And you know what? For 12 months, I'm going to get 11,154.
Wow, that's amazing. There you go. I love how everybody's thinking here, right? Make the most out of every little penny and see where it goes. Very fruitful. Okay, how about Miss MJ Concepcion?
All right, for me, since it's a free money, right? It's given to me. So first off, I'm going to share it because it's a blessing. So I'll probably sponsor a family for small grocery items. At the same time, I'm going to use it to grow myself. So I'm going to invest in a book where I'm going to learn leadership. I'm going to learn about personal growth and development. So it will stay with me forever. So I'm going to make a mark on that family by sharing it. And I'm going to grow myself by buying a book that will help me do that. I think that's what I'm going to do, right? It's worth every penny.
I love that. You know, they say givers gain. You're giving, but at the same time, you're going to gain something back out of the book that you're going to read and grow yourself even more. So beautiful, beautiful. I love everybody's hearts. Thank you so much. Okay, now last but not least, Mr. Hermal Videna. What would you spend it on?
For me, I think I've been always wanting to do AI. So I think if it's free, I mean, I haven't really started it yet, but I think if it's free, it's going to be a push for me to go ahead and sign up for like a class to be able to educate myself, and also maybe sign up for like ChatGPT monthly subscription, because it's going to really help me a lot to do my business. And nowadays, that's really what's, in any businesses that we do, AI really is playing a big role now. And with me being old school and a little bit actually resistant to it, but maybe with this $100 that you're giving me, I can go ahead and sign up for it and learn all that.
Yes, another way of growing yourself so that you can give back and, later on once you've learned that. Love it, love it. And everybody's like kind of like going with the times, right? AI, everybody's into AI nowadays. So
Yep.
what a great thought and way to, make the use out of that $100. So, to our viewers, we'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments in the chat. So, are you thinking of starting a business this year? What kind of business are you interested in? And we'll read some of your responses live. But for right now, let's take a quick break, but do stay with us. Okay, and we're back. So the Spring Entrepreneur Bootcamp is more than just a training program. It's a launch pad for entrepreneurs who are ready to take their ideas seriously and turn them into action. So now I'm going to be asking each one of you individually, right? And for those who are just joining, you can walk us through what participants actually experience inside the boot camp. So I would like to go ahead and we're gonna go with, let's see, maybe we can go back the other way around. All right, so we'll start with the Greater Dallas-Fort Worth, Mr. Hermo Bedena. I have a question for you. So does the Greater Dallas-Fort Worth, So the Greater Dallas-Fort Worth hosted the Fall Entrepreneurial Bootcamp last year. How was that event and what did attendees think of it?
It was really a very successful event. Unfortunately, I was actually not able to come. I was out of the country at that time. But the feedback that I received from the people who attended it said that it was really very helpful because it was a lot of the businesses, the business owners who came are the new ones who are still, upcoming, wanting to learn a lot from it. And at the same time, there are business people who were there who were also already established and was able to share their experiences, and also the speakers that were there were really top notch. And the feedback also that I received was with the events like this, the collaboration is very important for us entrepreneurs. We learn from each other, and that's what this is. And it also showed a lot of support from the other businesses, because the businesses that we have in the area also some of them sponsored this event. So we had people who sponsored the venue, the raffle, prizes. So it really showed how we are supporting each other. So I think from what I gathered, it's really very helpful for everyone, and it's really kind of an event that will really, because as an entrepreneur, sometimes a lot of the challenges, a lot of hurdles that we are facing, but whenever there are events like this, we see how, and we hear, it's really important sometimes to hear it from other people who's been there, to be able to have strength and get that the energy, I guess, from the other people who's been there and who's always successful, who's already successful in their business. So I mean, all in all, it's really a very, I mean, I missed it unfortunately, but it is really, I always enjoy going, attending events like this that will support each other, that you get the strength from the other business people.
Right. Oh, yes, absolutely. And not only that, I think it's a good way for people to get to know each other, meet other business owners, and find out ways how they may be able to collaborate. Okay, so now let's go to the Greater Houston, Miss MJ. So the GHR and the Philippine Consulate General in Houston ran an entrepreneurial boot camp as well. And so how do you think young entrepreneurs gain from attending chamber-style boot camps?
Okay, so since the question is about young entrepreneurs, who are assuming that these entrepreneurs are actually like born and raised in the United States. So there's not much idea on the culture or traditional ways in the Philippines. So I think they gonna benefit, or everybody, not just young entrepreneurs, but anybody who attends a PACC style boot camp would benefit in so many ways. One of which is they will be able to gain insight on how to navigate the dual market. Like, for example, if they want to do
Oh. Is it just me?
No.
Her mic-
Yeah, I don't hear her.
Sorry, we lost you there for a second.
yeah, hello? Hello?
Okay, now we can. If you don't mind picking it up from the dual market, that was the last one.
Yes, okay, sorry. Yeah, so again, as I've said, it's going to benefit them by giving them, guidance on how to navigate the dual market. At the same time, they're going to learn about the cultures from the Philippines, because we know we are strong about bayanihan, helping each other. So they can add that to the business style in the Western or in the US, right? Another
Right.
benefit, I think, is mentorship, because the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce not only has business members but also professionals. So learning about the different professions, learning about the different, cool, what do you call this, from all these professionals in the industry, then they will gain a lot of knowledge from that. And of course, connecting with the community. And another benefit, I believe, is they will learn about financial literacy and resources that they can tap in the community. Because as a young entrepreneur, we don't know how to navigate those things. So if we don't attend such boot camps, we're not going to learn. And one big benefit, I believe, is the credibility. So being a member of the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce already is adding credibility to your business. We should be proud, right? The PACC. So, and visibility, because not only that you benefit from all these different things, but you have the visibility because we feature or we highlight our members when we have events like that. So I see a lot of benefits, not just for young entrepreneurs, but every single member of the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce. So we're blessed to be part of such an organization that's existing statewide and hopefully in the future nationwide, right?
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, MJ. I love that it's not just the young ones. They can definitely learn a lot from us, but for everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, Pastor Joseph, for the RGV region, what valuable skills or resources do entrepreneurs need to learn to enhance their business performance?
Okay, I was I was glad to hear from Mr. Videna about the $100 that he's going to get and spend it into AI. So to answer the question, it has something to do with AI. So to enhance business performance for at least 2026, entrepreneurs must balance technical future proofing with timeless human leadership. The landscape has shifted from digital fluency and systems based growth rather than just goal setting. We are aware that you need to have a business plan, you need to have a goal setting, so on and so forth. But in this technology that we are experiencing right now, from ChatGPT, Gemini, or any kind of AI, so these are the things that we need to consider. So I have some essential skills that we could get and learn. Number one is digital and AI fluency. What is this? It is no longer enough just to use AI. You must understand how to integrate it into your business architecture. Example, AI, agentic AI. What is agentic AI? It is an autonomous AI. It is a type of artificial intelligence that runs independently to design, execute, and optimize workflows, allowing enterprises to more effectively make decisions and get work done. So that is the AI side and automation. Second is the high impact soft skills. Technical skills get you started, but human centered capabilities distinguish those who scale. We need to understand that we need also the emotional intelligence, the EQ. Statistics show that 90% of top performers score high in EQ. And the third one is operational mastery. Systems over goals. Move from setting wishes to building repeatable processes. And the last one is financial literacy. Mastering cash flow unit economics and lean operations to ensure the business can survive market volatility. Okay, last one. There are resources for growth, and I call it strategic. If you are looking for market intelligence, you can just go to Google Trends. That's a resource. If you're looking for skill development, you can go to this cloud AI called Pluralsight or LinkedIn Learning, that is for business writing, and Harvard Business School briefings. And if you need some productivity and ops, you can go to monday.com. It is to automate repetitive tasks and streamline workflows. And for fundings and trends, go to South Summit for tracking emerging sectors like fintech, infrastructure, and health tech. And last but not the least, there is a tip here to use the start, stop, continue. Start, stop, continue. It is a reflection model monthly. It helps you pivot quickly by identifying what is working and what is simply wasting your most valuable currency, which is time. That's all, folks. I hope that you get something from it. Thank you very much.
Wow. That's a lot of information, but
I know.
definitely golden nuggets. So if for those who are watching, if you missed it, be sure to watch the replay on all our channels because they're definitely great tips. Thank you so much, Pastor Joseph.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dr. May, your turn. So what makes this boot camp different from other business training programs?
I can base it from my own experience. I did a 1-year business of medicine program um, uh, because the MBA would take more time. And you would know that they have lots of reading materials, lectures, but it was online, and it seems to be long and tedious. And so if you attend the entrepreneurial bootcamp, I would say it's gonna be a balance of getting the right amount of information for your business learning skills and growth, because it's compressed, shortened, but concise. You can get several topics in one day because the ones we've had have been just a 1-day event. And you can learn some practical stuff, and you can focus on what's important so you don't have to be overwhelmed because you have less information to remember and without unnecessary details. There are some clear pointers and guidelines that will be easy for you to remember, and so it makes it the processing and learning and the decision making as you do your business would be a lot more easier, and you will have more confidence in doing it. There will be some direct interactions with the speakers through the Q&A section, and maybe you can ask them later on to be their mentor or a future resource person. Of course, don't forget the fact that you can network and build your connections when you attend events like this. There's a work lunch also that's going to happen interspersed with the speakers, and there it's more informal. You get to interact and learn and share experiences with the other business members, and there's immediate feedback from your peers. And these are also, and you're going to sit down with other people of different businesses with their experiences, and they could be your future mentors too. So in summary, you will be able to find a sweet spot of getting the right information, a right amount of information, enough that you won't be feeling overwhelmed or overloaded at the end of the day, because it's going to be from morning till the afternoon. And this is meant especially for those starting out or they're in the midst of running their business. So for the Spring Entrepreneurial Bootcamp, it would be nice to come, join us, and learn more together with us.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it truly is. Everything that Dr. May described was exactly, and even more when you're there in person and you get to experience it yourself. So be sure to join us. Now we're on to Megan. My question to you is, what was the single most important decision you made in the first year of your business? And what advice would you give entrepreneurs facing that decision today?
Well, I am still in the first year of starting my business. So I would have to say, for me, the most important decision was to stop dithering and actually make a decision and start my business. I'm a lawyer, so I'm prone to analysis paralysis. I analyze things to death. And I knew probably more than 5 years ago that I needed to start my own business. I work with my brother. He does bankruptcy. I do estate planning. The advertising just doesn't work. So I knew I needed to start my own firm, but I was kind of comfortable. And I analyzed, well, what CRM should I get? What, bank account, I analyzed everything. And I wanted everything to be perfect. And I guess the point is that nothing's ever going to be perfect. You shouldn't let the saying I've heard is don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Just, don't think everything has to be perfect so you don't do anything that will be good enough. And so that's the most important decision, was to finally say, okay, enough of the analyzing, just this is what I know I need to do. I will figure it out as I go. I trust myself. I can manage this stuff, and to just take that step and move with it. So that was my most important decision. Because I want to make it.
Thank you. Yeah. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. I love that. That is so true. Thank you so much. So many great feedback stories that are truly inspiring. So behind every successful business is courage, resilience, and the willingness to learn. So let's take another quick break, and when we return, we'll talk about what's next for the entrepreneurs in our community. Stay with us. Okay, welcome back. So at this time, we would like to call each region representative to show their flyers and event details regarding upcoming events. And let's go ahead and start with Greater Dallas-Fort Worth, Mr. Hermel Vidania.
Yeah. So we have this flyer. This is the one that's upcoming in April 22. It's a Wednesday. And I think there's a time there. Yeah, 11:30 to 1:30. And it's accounting for non-accountants. So this will be a great opportunity for, sometimes you're an entrepreneur, but finances is really hard to deal with. So this will be a good one for entrepreneurs, especially the ones who are just starting. So we have that event. And then I think there's another one that we have this one right here that's coming soon, but I believe this is not going to be until September 10 is what Rob told me, the business. So it's still the topic and everything. It's still to be determined. So it's still coming soon. But I'd like to mention actually, and we don't have a flyer here, I know, because I got these flyers also, the copies of this. But May 16, we are participating in the AAPI celebration. It's the American Asian Pacific Islander, because May is the AAPI Heritage Month. So the chamber is going to be there, and we're going to have a table, and we're going to be featuring Filipino foods. And I know it because I'm the one assigned to do it. So we're going to have Filipino foods, and we have descriptions of those for people who are going to be going to our booth or our table. And then we also have a group, a Filipino cultural group, who's going to be doing a tinikling dance. So I get excited whenever we are participating outside our own culture, because we highlight, what is best with Filipinos, So and that's going to be May 16, and it's a Saturday. So we're going to be there participating.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Videna, for all the Dallas region events. So at this time, let's call on Greater Houston region, Miss MJ Concepcion.
All right. So for this coming month, or this month, it's already April, we have our Halo Halo Mix and Mingle with our next generation. It's like a launch of our next gen where we are going to have our young entrepreneurs or young leaders in the community to get to know more about the chamber, and of course to invite more of them to be part of the chamber, because we want a good mix, right? Now that we have a lot of older folks in the in the chamber, we want to involve the younger people so we can, of course, coordinate, collaborate, and make the chamber even better. Another one that's coming up is our BizTap. That's going to be on April 25th. And we're going to visit a couple of our business members. It's going to be at Bell's Asian Market. So what we do when we do the BizTap is we even broadcast it live on our Facebook page. So we just go there, interview the owner, and give them a chance to talk about their business. So that's one thing. It's like visibility, social media to promote their business, which is one great benefit of being part of PACC, right? And of course, the other one, we have a new business. It's healthcare transport. So Ella, she's going to be there too. We're going to feature their business and just have them be known out there. And I know there's no flyer for this one, but upcoming in May with our speakers series, we're going to have AI, right? So we're learning from Pastor Joseph here. Yeah. And Hermo about, AI. We're going to have AI for small businesses. So I encourage our members here at Greater Houston region, don't forget, try to support our events. April 23rd, April 25th, and May 28th. Thank you.
Thank you, MJ. Okay, now we're on to Greater San Antonio. No, did we miss? Is it San Antonio? Yes. Okay. Dr.
RGV.
May?
Okay.
Oh, this is for RGV. Sorry.
RGV's next.
RGV. No, I
We
think
don't have any announcement
go
for
ahead and
Wow,
Okay.
yes,
that's a
go
lot.
ahead, Dr. May.
Okay, so we have a busy month. These are our upcoming events. Tomorrow we have Finance and Friends Social Night, and our topic is on about personal taxes. It's April, so it's appropriate to talk about that now. And then on April 11 and April 25, we have the Building Champions. They're going to talk about financial control of your business. They're similar titles, but they have successive topics that they under one title. On the 15th, we have monthly networking, which they titled Love Thy Earth. It's in a Japanese restaurant, so we're still supporting our businesses. And then on the 17th, we have insurance workshop, which is about individual policy options for the self-employed. On the 18th, we have home buyers workshop, talking about directions on home loan. And on the 24th, we have this spotting fraud schemes in today's AI world, still on AI. And on the 25th, I mentioned before the Building Champions, but we have another event which is called Creative Minds, Creative Hands, where it's going to be painting with a purpose together with OFT, Organizations of Filipinos of Texas, in that event. So hope to see everyone there.
Okay, thank you so much. And now we have our Greater Austin, who will be discussing what we have. Megan?
Okay, we have the second Friday of every month. We're at Purely Provisions in Round Rock on 212 Main Street. It's one of those everybody can come. On the fourth Saturday of every month, we're at Moon Tower Saloon off Menchaca, just a meetup for everybody to come, 3 to 5. On April 18th, Our satellite region in Killeen will be having their inaugural gala, never sure how to say that, up at the Lone Star Conference Center from 5 to 11. And then last but not least, it's not until May, but we have a traditional boodle fight in Liberty Hill on May 30th from 11 to 3. So save your date for that.
Okay, we have lots and lots of events going on in the chamber. So we do hope that you can join one of those. And speaking of our Entrepreneur Bootcamp, this is a state event, and we are having it on April 25th as well. But Austin will be hosting this one, and we have another one, in the fall, and that will be in San Antonio. So if you are an inspiring entrepreneur, small business owner, or someone with a dream you've been putting on hold, this program is for you. The Spring Entrepreneur Bootcamp is designed to help you build your foundation, strengthen your skills, connect with a network that supports your success. So don't wait for the perfect time, right? Start where you are. So we've had great conversations. We heard real stories of courage, persistence, and growth. Reminders that entrepreneurship is not just about profit, but about purpose, service, and community. To everyone watching, your idea matters, your vision matters, and your journey matters. So that's a wrap for us this evening for the month of April. And for another episode of PACCTX Connect, I'd like to thank all of our representatives this evening, Mr. Hermo Videna of Dallas, MJ Concepcion in Houston, Pastor Joseph Modesto in the Rio Grande Valley, Dr. May Zamuco in San Antonio, and attorney Megan Baumer of Austin. So don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media, and stay tuned for more conversations that empower entrepreneurs and strengthen our business community. Again, every first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m. Central or 9 a.m. Manila time, we bring you an hour live stream filled with meaningful conversations, updates, and resources for our business community. This is produced by Lawin Media Network, and you can catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. And if you missed the live show, you can always watch the recorded shows and audios, different podcast platforms such as iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts. So until next time, keep building, keep learning, and keep believing in your business. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.